Hey, I'm sitting here while my eggs are cooling down. I just wanted to share a short story about something that I recently learned that hopefully in the future I'll be able to look back on and make of use. So I recently launched something called the Web3 Portfolio Builder Bootcamp. Basically, I'm teaching people how to build their portfolio in the Web3 space. And how I did this, in the past couple months, I've been on a bunch of calls with a bunch of people in the crypto space. And so what I did was at the end of these calls, I would just say, hey, are you interested in development? If you are, what's stopping you from getting into development? What is like the problems that you've seen if you've got into development and you quit? And I learned about their problems. I've been doing this for a couple months now, like 6 months. And so what I did one day, I have this email list of around 50,000 people. And I sent out an email one time and I said, hey, I'm collecting a survey about this boot camp. If you're interested in it, feel free to click the link and take the Google form. There's a bunch of questions about like, do you have coding experience or do you not have coding experience? Do you want to learn how to code in Web3? Why are you interested in learning how to code in Web3? How much would you pay for something that taught you how to code in Web3? And in that survey, I learned that the people on my list at least, wanted to learn about how to code in the Web3 space, which I thought was interesting. So the next thing I did actually was launch technically what it was a pre-launch. So it was for a product, it was for a set of videos that I have not created yet. And I gave them a link to be able to click the link and input their payment information and buy it. And I charged $297. And I said it's only going to be limited to 30 people. That way, for the next 12 weeks while I'm creating this bootcamp, I can get feedback and I can talk to people one-on-one and I can explain things in a small group, not a whole bunch of people. Only 30 people. And personally, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if this would fill up in 30 minutes or if this would take 3 whole days to fill up, or even if it would fill up at all. And so I kind of went into this just wondering how there's a difference between when people take a form and they say yes, they're interested, and yes, they will pay $297, versus people actually getting out their debit card or credit card and paying for it. And so I was curious to see what the discrepancy was there. And so what I realized was it took 1 hour, actually less than 60 minutes, for all 30 spots to be filled up. And there were some discounts in there, but it ended up being like $8,000 in 1 hour. And I think back in my entrepreneurial journey, I think that's the most money I've ever made in 1 hour. So that was really exciting, but it was also really exciting to know that the idea of what I wanted to build, people actually wanted. They wanted to purchase it and then go through it. They had certain expectations about it. Hopefully I'm able to meet those in the next 12 months. But I've been actually building this. This would be day 2, and I have like a couple weeks of content like written out. I spent some time creating some of the content that I'm going to create. But at least the feedback on day 1 was really good. People were saying it's amazing. They've learned all kinds of stuff already. And all it is just an 18-minute video for day 1. And people have really appreciated it. So I just wanted to make a short little video and say, if you want to sell something, the best way to sell something isn't to spend 6 months creating the product and then pitching it. The best way to sell something is to pitch it, see if people will buy it, and then develop the product. And then while you're developing the product, if they're already paying customers, get that feedback. Say, week 2, hey, what do you guys think of this? What worked? What didn't? What helped you understand this? Is there something you're missing? And that way you actually have like a relationship with your customers. I maybe just be, what is it called? Rambling right now, but it's definitely helping me organize these thoughts in terms of future product launches or other things that I want to develop. The idea that I wanted to share in this video was a lot of people take the route where they have an idea that they have and they spend a long time developing it into this polished product that they then give to someone to see if they buy it. And what happens? Nobody buys it. So the better route is to give an idea and say, hey, here's an idea, will you buy it? And then when they buy it, you can be upfront with them and say, hey, it's not created yet, but will you buy it and like pre-sell it? Or you can even, I guess you can trick them. This has happened in the past where people say, if you buy this, you can enroll in the course. And then as soon as they get to the course, they're like, hey, this course isn't created. You can get a refund if you want, but it's going to be created with your feedback. And that route, the route of selling the idea first and then building based on feedback is, at least in my experience, and specifically this one bootcamp experience, is way better than just spending 6 months developing it, and then when you sell it, someone's like, hey, this video didn't make sense, and then now you have to go through and remake a whole bunch of videos. It's just a lot more work. So I just wanted to share that before I ate my eggs. Hopefully you found this helpful. I don't think I have a haircut in any of these videos, so it's going to be interesting when I go back through and watch and see the difference. I'll talk to you later. Bye.